What's up, guys? Welcome back to the rebuild series. This is video number 2 of 3. I promise it's only going to be 3 parts, and I can guarantee you that we are currently 1 week into the cross-country Canada trip, and so far everything's been amazing. So I can confirm we did rebuild the van and we did leave. But without further delay, let's go right back to very tired Quentin and very stressed out Quentin from a little while ago. I hope you guys enjoy part 2. Welcome to day 4 of the rebuild. At this point, a couple things have changed since the last video. I've kind of just removed all of the cloth and everything. Today, we're gonna do some unboxing wiring, cover up some holes, do some more insulation, and then we start boarding this thing up. I've come to realize that a lot of this is very overwhelming stuff, in the sense that I don't have any idea what I'm doing. We basically just need to pull everything down, take a look, and then assess, go from there, just keep plugging away at stuff, and then it'll get all done. And if it's not perfect, then whatever. Let's get to work. Another hole in the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 holes. Oh my god, I don't even have a battery in it yet. Oh. Smoked my face, dude. Ow. I literally haven't started this thing in an entire week. We're gonna go for a drive and see how it feels with it completely empty. This thing's probably gonna fly. Oh my god, yeah. We're gaining speed. Right up over the hill, no problem. Oh, that's actually so much better. It's so light. Right phone on the shelf? Yep. Gaps, big gap filler. You get her? Yep. All right. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. Spray foam, self-tapper screws. There's a bee on my head. But, okay, bee, need you to go away. May have been having a minor just mental breakdown. This, just spent $54 on it. ChatGPT asked my buddy everything. This is not going to work. I just wasted $50 on this. And I definitely can't return it because it's cut wire. So yeah, that was a major mistake. But now we're gonna try and figure out the wiring. This makes me super nervous, but now we should be able to pull the wiring loom up and out of the floor. Yay! Look at that. Now we just need to do this 20 more times. Yeah, I don't even know why I went and bought wiring. All this is gonna work perfect. But yeah, everything's going as planned here. Just basically pulling, I did 2 powers all the way around, came down, simply just went down to those, pull them up from the wiring loom there. Easy. I'll do the furnace wires next. All right, we may have conquered this. Here's what I'm thinking for the wiring. All this, going back, there's no longer furnace stuff, no wires hanging down from appliances other than, I believe, this wire goes in and around and then comes out on this side too, and it was just spliced into some type of power. Beforehand, this is to the fan, but the big wiring loop, black one, this goes down to tail lights there, and it looks like that. And the rest is just speaker wire. I think this, because it's not part of anything, was our power source from the DC to DC charger. Now, the only way to figure that out is if I get a voltmeter and start the car and see if 12 volts comes out of this. If so, then we go bang, direct connect that to the battery, connect the ground, and we run it to the battery as well, because I want that while I'm driving to charge and power that 12 volt charger. That's pretty well wiring. We're just gonna run power to the wires here from the one new fan that I'm about to put in. Have that run out, connect to this, splice, power, fuse block, Blue Eddy is the plan at least. Looks pretty simple. Boy, freaking new fan, dude. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. This part, luxury.
Oh, we'll install it and see, and then we'll do wire shit later.
Cool. I agree. Throw it on and then see what happens. Got the things I needed. Now back to what we were doing. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, buddy. I think this should pop this seal. Oh yeah, buddy. Oi, oi. Caulking. Woo! All right. Here. Wow, there's a massive hole in the top of my fan. Oh, yikes. That's scary. Also, this thing right above your head, like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Oh yeah. It's not gonna rain, right? Good morning. It's day number 5 on this rebuild. The weather the past couple days have been perfect for rebuilding this thing, because I currently have a 14 by 14 inch hole in the roof. Now we're into the part where we're no longer removing old things anymore. We're now putting the new stuff in. So that's really cool. We need to get this van built. It's also going to start raining by 6 p.m. tonight and rain into tomorrow morning. So we really need to boogie because we're going to lose some time. Nice, I got them all attached to each other too. Mix up that one. Get one shot. Wire side, inside up front.
I'll let you guide, and I'm just gonna...
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bang on. How's it looking there?
Looks good. Looks pretty straight.
Okay, sweet. Just in case. Oh yeah, this looks like good stuff, brother. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. That is one installed brand new ceiling fan. Whoa! Fall off the roof. Woo! Crispy. That's nice. It's just freaking starting to rain. I might have finished sealing this like not even 5 minutes ago. So hopefully that all doesn't wash away. I even replaced that weird pipe cup thing that was up here. But we're about to find out real soon if this is sealed or not. Nice. Right in the freaking poopy water. Alright, let's see what this looks like from the inside. Nice. Oh yeah, that's solid. Nice. No more holes in the floor. Oh, we're making progress. Very happy right now. There's my knife, dude. Fit. Oh, come on, dude.
Just have to flatten it out again a little bit.
Ah, drill it in. It'll do itself. Yeah. I didn't think this through. There we go. And I got caulking all over everything. Now it should be sealed on the inside. Volt meter just came in. Yay! I'm just finishing up this one panel to put back on here. Sealed, not sealed yet, so get that done. Get a couple more of these holes done, and then we're done with the sheet metal work, which I'm happy about because I'm cutting the crap out of my fingers. Oh, shouldn't really like that start up. Please show me 12 volts.
Nothing.
Really? No. No, dude. It's day 6 today. The rain is so annoying, and I woke up at 4:30 in the morning this morning and decided to have an anxiety attack about the van and just couldn't stop thinking about everything I needed to do in the next 3 days, essentially. But got up, we're getting after it. Honestly, I gotta lock in here. I really gotta lock in. So we're just today's gonna be a big day. Very productive day today. Look at the hat, dude. That's amazing. And we're holding the floor, yay! Like so. If I can do it better myself in the future, I will. But if somebody comes along and says, hey, I want to rebuild your van for a cheap price, probably look at my work the same way I looked at the work that was done in here and go, what in the hell happened here? $69 3/4. Our question is this going to fire through the metal? Yes. Yes, it will. Sweet, dude! The thing was hot, that's why.
I laugh you use an impact driver to drill.
I probably shouldn't. Whoa! Yeah, buddy guy. Brand new one, no questions asked. That's why you keep your receipt. Okay, exciting, exciting. First wall. There's no wiring going in behind this, so it's ready to go in. And we measured it out to the wheel well. Made our little dimensions drawing. Drew it out on the board. Now I'm gonna measure another 100 times just to make sure. Yay, and then the first wall is going in. Yes. Close, but the top needs to be curved out. Yeah, it's gonna have to be way more curved. I love it. This looks great. Yay! I just do this. Put a bed on the floor. You guys want to hear something? Listen to this. Some good ones. There's two wires that go up to this guy right here, which we couldn't get to work, and we either thought, okay, maybe it's the connector or it was the battery. I did get a brand new battery today. This wire, okay, and this wire, when you connect them to the battery, listen. The phone is charging, bro. Yes, yes, yeah. Back on this roof again. And there are some huge holes in this vent fan. How is that even waterproof, dude? Crazy, man. Some things on this fan are scary the way that they were installed. But we're doing it better. Just fiddling around. This thing isn't even, it's not even attached to that. How in the hell was that waterproof, man? Good God Almighty. Lord help us. That's crazy work. Oh yeah, come on. Oh yeah. Please, Lord. Oh, that's the one. Yes. Glad I did this with so much daylight left. Gosh, that flooring looks even better from up here.
Good morning, party people. It's day 7, or 1 week into the build. I'm already on coffee number 2. Yesterday was pretty productive. Not as productive as I wanted it to be. There never are, but that's okay. Floor looks great. Very happy with that. I've got a hole in my ceiling again. Oh, is this gonna reach, dude? I needed it to get basically right here. And that is about as close as I can get. Yes. Come on, please. Please, Lord. Oh, it is the corner.
Yeah.
This time it's fitting. Has to. I almost overcut it. Yep. Looks good. It's sitting pretty flush to the floor. Yay. First wall. Good. Finally. Whoopsie, started screwing, forgot to film. First wall's in, yay! We got the wire out here too. Looking profesh, man. Pretty flush fitting all the way down this. I like it. Let's see if it lines up. Cut that off. Boom. Boom. So now I can feed the wires in behind the metal piece, feed those down. I got power for my oven and power for the water pump. Fridge wiring will be here, but that's just going to run along to the battery on that side. But then everything else, these 2 wires are being fed all the way around and then out to this side here. All by reusing what I already originally had, which is fantastic. Not good, guys. The whole thing is slowly letting go. This whole beam. I wonder, I need to know if there's a metal cross member in there, and that's what I need to drill into, because yeah, that's all just pulling right out. We need to build a bed before it gets dark and before Saturday. starting to shape up, man, and it's so cool that I'm just building this myself. It's so rewarding. How am I gonna do this? Kind of something like that. Check that out. Oh, then I got a bed in the van, dude. I can do anything! Yes, yes, yes. Good morning. It is day 8. Pretty happy with the progress. Today, need to address something that made me nervous before, which was all the unwiring, but now we got to do all the rewiring. I mean, most of the wiring, like, physically is done. It's just like the actual attachment to the products and then making sure that it works on the external battery, which is a big what if. But if it's gonna go the way that things have been going lately, where for some reason it just works, that would be really fantastic, because I'm feeling a little anxious about that, and it's kind of like the last, you know, unknown really. If the wiring doesn't work, I'm kind of in big trouble. But if the wiring does work, we just keep chugging along. So hopefully it all goes okay. I literally have no expectations. I hope it does work. If it doesn't, then I don't know, just throw this van out. I'm tired of this. We thought of something genius last night, which is going to cut my build time in half and solves the roof solution. But I'm going to keep that a secret. I'm not going to tell you guys until it comes in. Oh yeah, and then the last thing on the agenda is this. And not only that, this. Check that bad boy out. It's huge, dude. Unreal. I got a big fridge, man. This is more for me and then figuring out what wiring we have. Ooh, ooh, that's spicy, baby. Oh, that's spicy. Wow. Okay, sick. Okay, moment of truth. We've wired in the fans, and if everything's been done correctly, I should be able to turn this on, hit DC power, plug this in, headlights on, fans should work. They're not. Let's try fire one. They're not working. No, dude, this is my biggest fear. Push that in all the way. No, bro. Why? Why doesn't it work? Oh, maybe it needs a fuse. Okay, fuse is in. So let's pray to God. Also, this is like loose in here. Like, it's not very connected.
Well, it's on. You can see the red light.
Yeah.
There's
Please.
the power.
Oh. Please work. Yes, 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 yes.
Hold on. It should go to this one too.
Yes, yes, yes. It needed a fuse. Okay, oh my God, I was sweating. I was sweating when it wasn't working. Woo-hoo-hoo! 7 watts, 6 watts. Can maintain that for 65 hours straight.
Aaron.
Yes, yes, yes. Wiring genius. Call me Sparky for all your frickin' wiring needs. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh man, Aaron. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Let's go. Oh my God. Just wired up the fuel pump to the wiring that I had pre-existing there. Hopefully, I've now attached it to the switch. So if I add power, it shouldn't be on. Okay, we're in there. And then if I flick this switch, I can't run it for long because it'll overheat it, but yep, it works. I just shot out water into my wiring. That's terrible. But it works. Let's go. So this is what we believe is the wire, because it's got a fuse coming from the alternator that charges the battery. This is a battery isolator that's super old, but according to diagrams, this is the wire that goes into the van. We've sourced that, and this isn't getting 12 volt because there's no alternator hookup and the battery is not hooked up to the other post. So theoretically, if we hook up this to another wire, connect it to the alternator one, and then also attach the battery back, the alternator should charge both these posts, which in theory should mean that the inside battery and the starter battery are both being charged from the battery isolator. And then when I turn it off, it should, in theory, not drain the starter battery and keep the fridge running on the inside battery so that I never have to unplug the fridge. Please work. Please, Lord. Okay, so we tried unconnecting the one wire and it didn't quite work, but one just didn't have any power going to it, so we think with it clicking it should have started, but now we've completed the circuit. What we think is battery to the battery port, and then this back fed through to the what we think is the alternator line here, so this should start. No. Okay, we swapped wires around, so we're just gonna see if that works. Please start. No. I'm wrenching the line right to the alternator now. A little sketch, but man, if I gotta take this thing back off, I'm gonna be cheesed. Okay, it's on there tight. So now we got a direct line onto the alternator and we've connected everything back to the battery. So in theory, this thing should start minimum. And then if we got 12 volts on the inside line, then we did something right. Please, Lord. Please. Okay, fan starts. That's a good sign. Really? Absolutely zeros across the board. Oh, come on, man. Why? As you can tell, it's dark out now. And we just spent the last 4 hours doing this. So this line goes down to the alternator, which comes up to here. And then this line goes over to the battery, which should isolate the battery from the other battery. And then I direct connected because I broke the fuse right there. I broke it. So now we're direct connected to the isolator. The problem is that because I connected this line to where the starter cable is for that, it's completing a circuit through the alternator. So that means we have power being drawn out of this right now to the back battery. So the solution to that is just to buy a switch for the red wire, this one, that runs to the back of the van. Could I have just taken this red wire right here on the isolator and put it on the battery and then bought a switch instead of doing this and spending 4 hours trying to get this tiny little bolt onto like 3 threads? Yes. But we tried to make the isolator work and it's not working. Moral of the story is we wasted a ton of time and just got to install a switch and get back to doing things inside the van here. 38 by 70. Oops. Not the best measuring apparatus. Not bad. And if I sleep on like a bit of an angle, I can stretch all the way out so that my feet are touching and my head go all the way into the corner. Good morning for day 9. Ah! When we installed this ceiling last night, I thought it would have lined up appropriately with the other boards that were already up there because I thought each board was the same length. It's not. Always wear your safety glasses. Damn it. Come on, dude, smack dab in the middle. It takes up quite a bit of room, like because the wall's curved, it intrudes a little, but I ain't got nowhere else to put it. Installing this fridge has made me want to completely redo everything. Mostly just because if I were to restart, I'd put the fridge there and then have that cupboard move over and all that so that it wasn't up the wall. Because as you can tell, there's a pretty big curve there along the wall. Which if I had like, I don't know, like 3D rendering or whatever and map this out a few times instead of just what my simple brain thought of, like, hey, this can go there and this can go there and this can go there, and expected it all to be perfect, maybe it would have been a little bit more feng shui. But I don't know, I could, well, not that I'd want to stuff anything behind there. I definitely don't want to. I guess it allows a little bit of breathing room for the heat. See? Thinking already. Since I'm sleeping in this bad boy tonight, and we got the bamboo memory foam mattress topper, 4-inch, delivered. We need to open that bad boy up and start letting it expand so I'm not sleeping on a flat memory foam mattress. And it's folded. Look at that. Oh, come on, look at that. Oh yeah, we're gonna be cozy tonight. Yeah, mattress doesn't fit, so we need to cut that. Yeah, so hit the power button and then AC. Yeah, we just wired this thing up. So, moment of truth, should technically have power. Please don't explode. We do. No way. It freaking worked, dude. Took a second for it to activate, but 15, 16 watts, 17 watts. No way. We're charging. Freaking wired a plug, dude. That's nuts. I never ever would have thought I would have done something like that. That's wicked. Yes, yes. Come on. All right, guys. We're closing this one out. We got one more part here to finish up. It's gonna be a 3-part series. We're gonna do the demolition, the part of the rebuild, and then the finishing touches. That's gonna be coming out next week, so stay tuned, guys. I really appreciate it, you guys watching all the way down here to the end. And as always, hit that like button, hit that sub button. We're really trying to get to 10K by the end of the summer here, which is pretty much now. And once this thing is done being rebuilt the next couple days here, we're hitting the road, and that's it. I'm pretty proud of how far I've come so far. I didn't think any of this would have been possible. I'll see you guys on the next part. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 3. Peace.